Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We got 6 matchups on this NBA slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. Become a member. You already know what to do. And if you guys like doing single bets, no better place to do it than Bro Throw, sponsor of the channel. No depositing, easy payouts. Play against your friends. Absolutely love it. If you're a straight better, I mean, there's no other better place to be on than Bro Throw. So go ahead and check that out, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Lighter slate today as we close out the weekend. 6 matchups, starting with the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers opening up as a 3.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 223.5. Portland coming into this 2-0. 2-0 covering the spread. The Lakers 0-2. 0-2 covering the spread. Head-to-head wise, Lakers are 6-4. 6-4 covering the spread. Don't see any injuries today here. Portland coming off a 2-point win against Phoenix. Lakers coming off that 6-point loss against the Clippers. And yeah, Portland playing good right now. And Lakers, man, it's just same thing early on. They have like zero shooting. It's shown. Even with LeBron playing good, they just have no shooters, man. It's tough. And Anthony Davis hasn't really been dominating. Anthony Davis is playing hurt already. It's just already a bad look for the Lakers, man. And I just don't trust them to win or cover any spread until they make some changes here. And Portland playing good to start the season. We'll take Portland plus 3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 228.5. Hornets coming into this 1-1. 1-1 covering the spread. The Hawks 2-0. 1-0-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head wise, Atlanta is 6-4. No Terry Rozier for Charlotte, so that is a big loss for them. Charlotte coming off a 12-point loss against the Pelicans. Atlanta on a 2-game winning streak, coming off some nice wins against Orlando and Houston. And yeah, without Terry Rozier, that definitely does hurt the Hornets a bit here. And even without Terry Rozier, 10.5 points spread, it's kind of a lot. I would only give the 10.5 points to like the Bucks or some teams like that. I just don't trust. Even with some injuries, I just don't trust the Hawks. 10.5 points, I think that's a lot here. Charlotte still has some solid players on their team even without Rozier, so I'm going to take that 10.5 point spread with the Hornets on the road. Next matchup, we got the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans opening up as a 7.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 230.5. Jazz coming into this 2-0. 2-0 covering the spread. Pelicans 2-0. 2-0 covering the spread, so both teams playing well to start off. Head-to-head wise, Utah is 6-4. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup here. Utah coming off a 132-126 win against Minnesota. Pelicans coming off that 124-112 win against Charlotte. Yeah, Jazz surprisingly playing very well here. And didn't think, thought they would kind of just be average this season, maybe in rebuild mode. But hey, they're on a 2-game winning streak, playing good. But Pelicans, man, they're playing great right now. They got a lot of pieces. So I do like the Pelicans at home. And not in love with the 7.5. I think it's going to be a close game. So I like the Pelicans money line at home for a parlay edition. And I don't hate the Jazz plus 7.5 on the road here with that spread. Next matchup, we got the Washington Wizards versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs opening up as a 3.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 216.5. The Wizards coming into this 2-0. 1-0-1 covering the spread. The Cavs 1-1. 1-1 covering the spread. Wizards 6-4 head-to-head. As far as injuries go, looks like Darius Garland's questionable. He did miss yesterday's game. Washington coming off that 102-100 win against Chicago. Cleveland coming off a 128-96 win yesterday against Chicago. So both teams coming off a Chicago win. And yeah, Wizards have been playing well to start the season here. And I like the Wizards plus 3.5 on the road. Nice 2-game winning streak. They look good to start the season here. Should be a close one. I'm going to take Wizards plus 3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Minnesota opening up as a 7.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 225.5. Minnesota coming into this 1-1, 0-2 covering the spread. The Thunder 0-2, 2-0 covering the spread. Head-to-head wise, Minnesota is 6-4, 4-5-1 covering the spread. Don't see any injuries in this one here. Minnesota is 5-0 against OKC. Minnesota coming off that 6-point loss against the Jazz. OKC coming off that 5-point loss against Denver. Yeah, they've already played Minnesota. Minnesota winning that first game 115-108 here. And I kind of expect the same. Give me Minnesota minus 7.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. Warriors opening up as a 9.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 231. Kings coming into this 0-2, 1-1 covering the spread. The Warriors 1-1, 1-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head wise, Warriors are 6-4. Don't see any major injuries, no Iguodala for Golden State. Sacramento on a 5-game losing streak against Golden State. Sacramento coming off that 2-point loss against the Clippers. And the Warriors coming off that 5-point loss against Denver. I think it's a good bounce back spot for the Warriors against this Sacramento team that just doesn't look that good to start the season off already. We'll take Warriors minus 9.5 and money line at home. In the last matchup, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over-under at 219. Suns coming into this 1-1, 0-2 covering the spread. The Clippers 2-0, 1-1 covering the spread. Phoenix is 6-4 head-to-head. Clippers, John Wall and Kawhi were both out on Saturday. I don't see anything this early as I'm recording to see if they are playing. I want to believe that they probably are going to play today since it's not since they did get a day of rest. We'll see what happens here. Phoenix coming off that 2-point loss against Portland, and the Clippers coming off, playing good to start the season on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a 2-point win against Sacramento. If Kawhi and John Wall do play here, I think I'm going to take the Clippers money line at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.